Hi, and welcome to Aritessa. This is my quiet corner of the internet, a soft space for gentle growth, slow resets, and honest self-reflection. I'm really glad you're here. Today, I want to tell you my story, my experience with the 75-day challenge, and the lessons I learned after failing it over and over again. In the last 5 years, I gained around 30 kilos. I went from 55 to 86, and slowly, I built a very unhealthy relationship with food, with habits, with discipline, and with myself. I pushed everything to extremes, extreme diets, extreme rules, extreme expectations. And the moment I messed up, one wrong meal, one skipped workout, I turned against myself completely. I gave up. And starting again felt harder every single time. I tried 75 hard 3 times. I tried 75 soft a few times. Every attempt ended the same way: burnout, shame, frustration, and the belief that something was wrong with me. So I created my own version, 75 aligned. 5 habits that were supposed to feel soft, gentle, aligned with who I am. But looking back now, those habits were not aligned at all. They were the same impossible habits I always choose, just with a softer name. What happened in reality? For 50 days, I woke up at 5 a.m. even though I went to bed at 1. I forced myself to work out every single day, even when I hated every second. I sat at my desk for hours trying to deep focus, but my mind wasn't there. And I pushed myself into fasting and keto without realizing I was making my health worse. By the 4th week, I was exhausted, not just physically, emotionally. But I kept pushing, half present, half burned out, because that's what I always do. And around day 50, it finally hit me. My perfectionism didn't disappear. My harshness didn't disappear. My extreme mindset didn't disappear. I just hid it under a prettier name. What I learned. 1. It doesn't have to be perfect. For most of my life, I thought that if something wasn't perfect, it didn't count. But life doesn't work like that. There is no perfect way to lose weight, no perfect way to heal, no perfect routine. No one gives you a prize for doing things the hard way. No one rewards you for suffering. Imperfect consistency is always better than perfect burnout. 2. Change doesn't happen overnight. I gained 30 kilos in 5 years. There were emotions, stress, overeating, ignoring my body, surviving instead of living. But somehow, I expected myself to undo all of that in a few weeks, or a few good days. It doesn't work like that. The body takes time. The mind takes time. Healing takes time. I'm not behind. I'm just on a timeline that actually makes sense. 3. The scale doesn't help me. The scale used to control me. One number could destroy my entire mood. Even when I ate well, moved my body, rested, and tried my best, if the number didn't go down, I felt like nothing mattered. I had to accept that the scale discourages me, so I stepped away from it. Now I measure progress in better ways: energy, sleep, digestion, how my clothes fit, how I feel when I wake up. 4. Progress isn't only physical. For years, the only progress I cared about was weight loss. Everything else felt invisible. But on this journey, I started seeing other things. I slept better. I felt less anxious. I talked to myself more gently. I didn't quit at the first mistake. These are real results too. They don't show up on the scale, but they change your life. 5. The gym isn't the only place where movement counts. For a long time, I believed the gym was the only real way to exercise. But my body doesn't care where I move. Movement is movement. If I don't feel like going to the gym, that's fine. I can do 15 minutes at home. I can go for a walk. I can follow a simple YouTube workout with no equipment. Movement should support me, not punish me. 6. I don't have to lose weight before I start living. For years, I believed I had to be smaller before I deserved joy, before I deserved confidence, before I deserved to be seen. I avoided clothes I liked. I avoided photos. I avoided going to places because I thought I was too big to exist there. But the world never asked me to wait. I asked myself to wait. And I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't need to shrink before I allow myself to enjoy my life. Thank you for listening to my story. If any of this feels familiar, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not incapable. This is my space for sharing my real journey, learning to be soft with myself, to love myself again, and to find my spark back. If you feel at home here, you're welcome to follow and stay close.